A very happy new year to you all, and certainly a very happy new year so far at Kings Lynn Town, because finally we have started to score more goals and win more games. And not only has that pushed us up into the playoff places, we might be looking possibly at an automatic promotion push. And I say possibly because since the last episode we have hammered our way through a lot of games, and it has pushed us to the point we are 1 point off top spot. Actually, we did hit top spot some point in January. We are in February now, but we did lose it after a couple of draws. But AFC filed. Very strong team, and they are the ones expected to finish top. Well, they were expected to finish top. It's now South Shields, who ironically we do face in today's episode. We've got games against Worksop, who are 4th in the table. I think, if I just check again, yep, they are 4th in the table, and then we are at home as well against South Shields, who are just outside the playoff places. But since November, when the last episode was, we have gone on a fantastic unbeaten run, minus the FA Trophy, but we don't care about that, it's fine. But again, those 2 draws in January are what cost us top spots, but we have put ourselves in a fantastic position where we could finish today's episode top of the table, albeit against very difficult opposition, so let's see how that goes. And by the way, I'm surprised, this is episode 6, I believe, and I'm surprised I haven't actually done this in previous episodes before. But if you have been enjoying the series so far, if you've been enjoying these episodes and the return of all the videos on the channel, make sure you hit the like button down below, smash the big red subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future uploads that are coming, including more episodes of Unemployed to Legends, which has started to turn a corner now. We are starting to click, and that's despite the fact we still have the same players in the squad. We've literally only got rid of 1 player in the whole of January, and that was Ty Fleming, who has gone to Hednesford, who... What league are they in? And they're not even in a playable league, never mind. He's been doing well down there, which kind of says what level he is at. But we got him off the wage bill, £600, although we are still paying some of his wages. We had to do £190 per week until June this year. That was the only way we could get rid of him, and it wasn't even the same for the other players we tried to get rid of, because we tried to offer out a good 5 or 6 players, including Aaron Chapman, one of our goalkeepers. No one's willing to take them, but because we got Ty Fleming off the wage bill mostly, it makes the fact that we brought in a player back in December a little bit easier. Marcel Lavinier, a 25-year-old Portuguese fullback who can play right and left fullback. He's been playing mostly on the left as cover for Flannery and Clements, who was injured. He's back now. He's been okay so far. He's unspectacular. He's only made 8 appearances, 5 starts. That's because he's been injured himself as well. Of course, he played 1 game and got injured for like 3 weeks, which pretty much follows the Lawrence formula of play 1 game, get injured. But it is what it is, and unfortunately we're still a good £1,800 over on the wage bill. We'll come back to that in a moment though, because we're going to get straight into the first game against Worksop Town. Is it Worksop Town or is it just Worksop? It's just Worksop. Hold on. It is Worksop Town. I am correct. I know my non-league stuff. It's Logan Stretch in goal. Back 4 of Lavinier. Asante Boki, who has started to come into his own now in central defence. He was on a 7.0 average rating. He's dropped a little bit, but he's played 21 games now. He's settled into the squad and formed a nice little partnership with Eccleston, who he is partnering alongside. He's also developing pretty nicely as an 18-year-old, as he should be. Ling at right back still continues to fill in for Hall Johnson, because Hall Johnson's just annoying me. Clunan and Williams in the midfield. Gassi is on the left wing, Davidson on the right wing, Lawrence and Omateo up front. Omateo, by the way, absolutely been hammering in the goals this season. 14 in the league, 15 in all competitions with 4 assists from 20 starts. That was what I was hoping for from Omateo, who has literally just turned 32 years old. So he probably won't go beyond the season, but if he doesn't, at least he's going out in a very strong manner. That's all I can ask of him. And it does also provide competition for Theo Williams, who he did get injured in the meantime. Manager's recommendation? No, just pick up from where he left off last time. I think we did win the last game. So yeah, just pick up from where we left off. We won it late. Who was it against? Radcliffe. Yeah, I think it was against Radcliffe. So just picking up those all-important 3 points where we need to. The 2 games we do have today are against teams in the playoffs or chasing the playoffs. So this is a good test to see, should we be at the top of the table. Certainly we're well ensconced into the playoffs, which is, again, is what the board wants. So we are achieving the very minimum of what the board are asking for. And that's fine. If we finish in the playoffs, that's fine. But as we're in the hunt for automatic promotion, let's go and see what we can actually do. Ling on the ball. Clunan plays it into Gassi, who is playing more games. And there's a wild shot there that just went a long way over the bar. Gassi is playing more games because he's unhappy that Lawrence came in to replace him, so I had to promise him game time. I can do that because at the end of the day, if he's not happy, we can just sell him on or just release him at the end of the season. Everyone's out of contracts at the end of the season. Nobody's here next season, so the way I see it, complete rebuild in the summer. Assuming we do have any money to do a rebuild, because we're hemorrhaging money like it's going out of fashion and we just hit the post. But I think, who was that? Lawrence, I think, was offside anyway. We are hemorrhaging a lot of cash, about nearly 400,000 in debt. So what wage budget we're going to get next season, Lord only knows, if we get any at all. If we don't get that much, I have to consider our future here. And what a hit on the volley by Jaden Davidson. The man is showing his quality at this level. He's been pitching in with a lot more goals this season now, hence why we started scoring more. It's almost as if someone like, who's it? Timmy Davies, was it? He was the one who just could not score at the beginning of the season. He got dropped. I think Gassi was in the same position, but he picked up his goal contribution a lot quicker than Davies, which is why he's still in the squad. And I was going to say, Gassi was the one with the cross there, but Omateo will claim the assist because the ball came off his head. Gassi will be feeling a little bit saddened by that. Unfortunate, but he played his part. That's all I can ask of him. If he continues doing that, he'll start games. Him and Lambert can just swap around with each other. Lambert can even play in central midfield. So there's space for these guys. Don't worry. There's plenty of space for these guys. Omateo has also, like I've shown you, he's also been scoring a lot more goals and giving more assists. Lawrence has backed off a little bit, but then everybody else has picked up the slack. But Lawrence is still scoring goals here and there, which does obviously help. So if he pitches in with a few goals, that just helps our cause. And Omateo, I thought he was offside there. There is Lawrence. Can he get another goal contribution? Nope, it's Lavinier. Oh, Clunan just gave the ball away. It was actually a poor pass by Lavinier. Clunan was being marked, and Clunan's just so slow. What on earth? How did he win that ball? Eccleston just did not see him behind. I mean, that was very, very sloppy. Lavinier got caught so far out of position. There he is. Why he's in the middle, I don't know. Clunan's covering him, but he's just too slow. Eccleston was just stargazing. He was wondering where the ball was. Didn't even know where the attacker was. And it's now 1-1, obviously. Not ideal, but we come up the other end. Sam Ling crosses the ball in. And Lawrence, there he is. That's his next goal contribution. Ling with the assist. Lawrence gets his, I don't know, 20th goal of the season maybe? I know he's roughly around there. Omateo has finally joined him in double figures, but Lawrence is by far and ahead. So far ahead of everybody else. And that's exactly what we needed. An instant response to put ourselves 2-1 up. We are still suspect defensively. That is the one thing I will say, and I will still be looking to bring in another centre-back. Although, speaking of which, Rhys Doherty is about 7 days away from returning. It's too soon for this episode. So hopefully we'll see him when we come back from the next episodes, which probably will be towards the very end of the season, depending how things go. One thing I do need to check, do we play Fylde again this in this season? I think we've only played them once, and I honestly cannot remember how we did against them. It is now half-time, 2-1. Let's keep it going, lads, keep it going. Keep getting the shots in, and on target preferably. Keep your shots down. Assistant manager saying to Mark Chibwezi, I'm not sure that's one of Eccleston's strong suits. He's too busy stargazing. He hasn't exactly been informed since he came back from a virus. Like a good 2-3 weeks ago, and he was still recovering from that. Maybe I rushed him back a bit too soon. because he just does not seem at his normal level. It's a shame, but I have faith he will get back to it eventually. Like the rest of the squad, of course, all the loan players will be going back at the end of the season. I don't think we're going to get the likes of Eccleston and Lawrence back. And who else? Davidson, definitely not going to be getting them back. Lawrence, beautiful ball over to the right side. Ling plays it in and Gassi picks it up instead. Lavigne into Lawrence. Gassi. Oh, he almost had a shot go in, but Davidson picks up the scraps. Gassi gets his assist. That's the minimum he deserves from Stay. And Davidson with his second goal of the match. 3-1. The amount of shots we've had on target, or rather on goal, we've kind of deserved a third goal. Yeah, Gassi did have a shot. It was blocked. Davidson picked up the scraps. 3-1. Exactly what we needed. Davidson with 2 goals, 3 assists from 3 different players. And all our strikers and our wingers all involved in the play as well. I felt that ball was very slow. You guys could have got there. As Gassi tracking back. Is that Gassi? Yes, it is. I can barely click on these players. Ling are doing exactly what Eccleston should have done earlier. Tracking their striker. And Lawrence, the only guy up front, he has cut in. Oh, that's a very good save off that shot. Going towards the top corner. But it is a corner, which we will not see, apparently. Right. We do have a game in 3 days. So I'm going to rest a few players. Eccleston can come off for Flannery and just move over to left centre back. Hall, Johnson, Lambert can come on for Gassi. I'm still not convinced by Hall Johnson. And Williams can come on for Lawrence. Do you know what? Lawrence doesn't go off very often. Let's just give him a bit of a break. Hall Stretch just saves that on the line. I'm so glad he wasn't over his line. My goodness. Ling. I'll probably take him off, hopefully, with about 10 minutes or so to go for Hall Johnson. Hall Johnson, I did try to change his playing time as Omateo is through here. Finish it. Omateo gets his goal. That is 4-1 now to Kings Lynn Town. And Worksop must be reeling from the fact that they're a playoff chasing team and they're getting hammered right now. Love to see it. I actually don't know where that would put us in the league, by the way. Where is Filed? They are drawing at the moment, so that does put us currently top of the league. I should have mentioned as well, Macclesfield are literally right behind us, but I think they're about 2 points behind us at the moment. Lambert heads it in. Crosses it in. Mateo is the one who heads it in. I'll get my words right. And that's his second goal of the match. It is Kings Lynn Town 5, Worksop Town 1. The Battle of the Towns. And currently it is comprehensively going our way, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Hall Johnson's going to come on. He's going to get about 10 minutes. Davidson is tired as well. So is Omateo, but Williams is already on. We've made 5 subs. They're just going to have to tough it out. Not Omateo's going to have to tough it out, so we'll drop it to positive and just start wasting the time down a little bit. Lower everything, slow the pace down. There's no need to go mental. Just conserve a little bit of energy because we got South Shields in 3 days. So chances are there'll probably be a little bit of rotation there anyway. That's why I've taken the likes of Sam Ling off. Lavigne is on, but Flannery can probably come in for him if needs be. Lambert cutting inside. Oh, that's wonderful. A wonderful goal. Curls it in beautifully. Lambert, that's excellent. Him and Gassi on that left-hand side are just a nightmare for most teams at the moment. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Keeper wasn't getting near that. And the rest of the strikers just like, yeah, you know what? Fair play. Anything else that we need to do here? I was going to do a bit more game management, but no need. We have won 6-1. We've blown them away. And now, let's hope we go do the same thing against South Shields. Well, I thought we were top of the league going into this match, but apparently Filed managed to find a winner in their last game. So we're still 1 point behind with 14 games to go. Macclesfield also won comprehensively as well in their last match. So it's still a 3-horse title fight going on at the top of the league, which is fine by me. Although if Macclesfield can drop off, that'll make things a bit easier for us. But all we can do is try and keep winning our matches. South Shields is up now and they are sitting 9th in the league still. I don't know why I had to look again. We just looked at the league table. I forgot to look for them. The only changes to the starting 11 are Flannery coming in at left back for Lavigne and Clements coming onto the bench. He replaces Hall Johnson. Not convinced by Hall Johnson at all. I don't know if I've said that many times this season. Other than that, it is as you were. A few players who I still want to get some match fitness. Green and Williams have improved slightly for match fitness. But other than that, no point changing or making wholesale changes to a winning team. Even though it's only been 3 days since the last game, I just want to keep this team as consistent as possible. That's the main reason that we're on a winning run at the moment. So long may that continue. And we haven't even got that many fans for some reason at our game. Even though we're in a promotion hunt, I'm surprised more fans are not turning out for us. As you can see, South Shields there, chasing the playoffs. We're chasing, hopefully, a title. Although that is pretty much a bonus at this point. Like I said, we're just aiming for the playoffs as a minimum. But if we can go up as champions, I'm not turning that down. Absolutely not turning that down. As just looking at South Shields, they've gone, I say quite defensive, but then they've still got a front four just like us. The only difference being our central midfielders are pushed further up. Morgan Williams is going to be taking the corner. Lambert's on the bench, of course, again. Mateo, not by his head he's met the ball. Morgan Williams. Oh, I thought you'd cut that one in. Maybe if I'd actually put Lambert on. We know he can take a good corner. We know he can curl a ball in very, very well. Williams, not quite the man for that. So what we are going to do is go attacking. And once that goes through, quickly, come on. I will shower some encouragement upon the squad as well. There we go, some encouragement there. As so far, we've been all over South Shields to start this game. Pretty equal in possession, but in terms of shots, we've had 5 shots, 5 on target. It would have been lovely if we had 5 goals, but that's not quite how football works. So you can have all the statistics in the world, but they're all written down. Football is not played on paper, it's played on the pitch. And if you don't score, you don't win games. I think that's very, very obvious. It's very Michael Owen-esque analysis I've just given there, and I apologise for that, but it's the problem that we had at the start of the season, and we've tried to address it as much as possible going throughout going into the midpoint of this season, as South Shields have a free kick, which they've taken short. That's not promising. If they went for a long shot, I would have given odds on it actually going over, and South Shields almost scored there. And it is indeed half time. We go in just about level at the break. In fact, South Shields, that was their first shot on goal. Scoreline doesn't reflect the game. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. We've had more shots and more, I think, just about in XG. I don't think the XG's been massively high. No, we've almost got 1. So we almost deserve 1 goal. But again, football's played on the pitch, not on paper. So it's up to these boys to actually go and get that goal. Otherwise, we'll just ring the changes. Maybe they're just tired. To be fair, we've been playing a lot of Saturday midweek matches, except for January. Before that, oh boy, it was like midweek all the time. Mateo is, in fact, everyone's looking tired, to be honest. So Mateo's going to come off for Williams. Where is Lambert? He's going to come on for Gassi, who's nervous and not performing very well. Do you know what? Lavigne, you can come on for Flannery, who's had a good hour anyway. He needs the match fitness back. He doesn't always play, that's why he keeps losing that match fitness. I just wanted to get that back, and having an hour will do him the world of good. But currently it remains 0-0. And here we go. Corner, Jack Lambert. It's almost like Arsenal getting a corner, isn't it? You just feel good when it's certain players in the box. But Lambert with the corner. Lawrence! That is exactly why I wanted Lambert to take the corners. Maybe he should start the next game. Oh, look at that. Better corner. Lawrence meets it. It's easy to forget that Lawrence is actually 6'2". And he showed exactly why he's a danger. Him and Mateo, but Mateo's gone off already. As Logan stretch with the ball, he does a little bit of a jump before he decides to make a run. Lawrence on the left-hand side. Oh, this is why you shouldn't be on the left-hand side. You should be up front, man. Ashanti Boki playing the ball long. Davidson. Lawrence. Oh, just wide. That's where Lawrence should be, right in the middle. Let Lavinier and Lambert handle the left-hand side because they're both good enough out there. As look at the domination. 1.81 on the XG. 19 shots. And still only 1-0 as it stands. Clement... Actually, Ling is tired. Lavinier can go over to the right. Clements can come over to the left. He has not played for a while, so let's just give him a little bit of match time towards the end of this game. And one more. Yeah, Davidson is tired. We're just going to rest him for a little bit. Jordan Green is going to come on. Even though Jordan Green is the highest earner at this club, and that makes me shake my head, the fact I brought him in for that much. But again, I had no choice. No one wants to come in for like less than £700 a week, it seems. Lavinier. On the... Oh, for flip's sake. What is that passing, man? Not what we want, but thankfully Williams cleans up after Lavinier's mistake. Lawrence plays it through to Lambert. He's got a couple of options in the area. Oh, but he goes for the shot instead. He wins the corner. That's his tactic. He goes for corners because he knows he's good at them. And allegedly, nothing actually happened from that corner. We are just going to waste a bit of time down. I know we've got about a couple of minutes left. Oops. I hate clicking on these. It's just so awkward. As no point. Hopefully no point triggering the press too much, and hopefully we are squeaking out a 1-0 win against a very tough opponent in South Shields, is to be said. But that's 2 wins from 2 against very good teams. We weren't at our best, but it's fine. It is fine, and it's saying to confirm a transfer. What transfer are we confirming? We are top of the league, however. Filed have flopped somewhere. They drew 0-0 against Alfreton. Excellent. So we are top of the league by a point. Macclesfield lost. And we're confirming a transfer? Oh, that's my head of youth. It's fine. No way. It's not another player. I haven't actually gone in for anyone else yet. But we have put ourselves top of the league after 2 victories in this episode. We are going to come back, I think, at the end of the season. If not a little bit before, depending how this season or the rest of the season pans out. We still have 13 games to go. But otherwise, I will see you somewhere in April. Maybe to see a league title? Who knows? If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss future episodes of Unemployed to Legend coming up. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy New Year again. I wish you all the best in 2026. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.